Luke 24 from verse 17. Let's see this. Follow me. Dear student of the word, dear prayer warriors, dear worshippers of God, dear children of God, follow me. Follow this sequence. Follow this sequence. It was the Lord that was telling me. You know, as Raki was saying the other day, the thing just so resonated with me. And I said, which kind of life is this? He said, you seen the ice badge? I just changed to your language. You know, some of you just say some things, and I'm walking up and then I say, what? And God is saying, are you hearing? I say, yeah, what? Am I the only one alive? Let me do 30%. Use your grace to cover the rest. Hey. What did I do wrong to you? Let me tell you, until you get there, you are not going nowhere. You can just write it down. Until you get there, you're not going nowhere. And he said, the iceberg has to melt off by the temperature of the heat rising to 100%. If it's just at 99%, just remaining 1%, he said the thing will not melt. And I said, why? Just 1% remaining, and the person has pushed forth to 99%. Look at the energy needed to push to 99%. It has that surge that some people give up. The devil did not live until the hurt. He only was nowhere to be found anymore after the hurt. He knew when they hurt, their eyes will open. That's why you see a guy, he's just caressing you, doing everything. I just love you. You don't know who you are to me. You don't know what you mean to me. If you still live at that point, you can still live to tell the story. And just say, God save me. But if any other thing is open, it is open permanently. You're not hearing what I'm saying. If any other thing is open, after that opening, you cannot even tell the testimonies anymore. You are ashamed of life. But if at that stage of all those whatever, you are still roborebe, after some time, hey, Clandesco, I want to go and study. And from there you run to fellowship. You say, hey, buddy, save me, save me, save me, save me. You know the story can still be really told. But when the other side happens, that is when you see the guy smiling like a devil. Smiling. You're now feel irritated. You are in another world. The whole world now change. You're just suddenly plunged into another world. I know some of you know what I'm talking about. Let us go. Until the head, Satan refused to live. You refuse to live until you hit. And when you hit, you know. It's not about praying. It's not about fasting. It's not about fellowship. It's not about studying. It's about studying to a point where certain things break. And he said unto them, what manner of communication are these that you have to one another as you walk and are sad? They had an issue in their life that needs to be solved. Just like you and I have. Go on. And the one of them whose name was Cleopas answering and said unto him, are you a stranger in Jerusalem? They are fellowshipping with Jesus, but they couldn't see him. They say, are you a stranger? That's when you are asking questions. You are in prayer, you are asking questions because you have not eaten. When you eat, there will be no question. You will not be disappointed. You will not be calling God's names when you have eaten. He said, he's pointing to the resurrected Jesus, not the one that was beaten. He said, are you a stranger? I can just imagine the way he's saying it. Are you a stranger? What kind of person are you? Maybe people say, don't be stupid. You want to tell me you don't know what is going on in Jerusalem? But then are you saying? He said, are you a stranger in Jerusalem? And you have not known the things which are come to pass here, there in these days. Go on. And unto them, what things? And Jesus is asking, what things? And they said unto him, concerning Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet indeed, mighty in deed and war before God and all the people. Go on. And now the chief priest and our rulers delivered him to be condemned to death and have crucified him. Go on. But we have trusted that it had been he which should have redeemed Israel. And beside this, today is the third day since these things were done. Go on. Yea, a certain woman also of our company made us astonished, which were early at the sepulchre. Go on. And when they found not his body, they came saying that they had also seen a vision of angels, which said that he was alive. Go on. Those women have eaten, especially Mary Magdalene. She ate. She stayed there. He said, if anybody hears my voice, you open. We are going to sit down to eat. You are going to be brought to a certain place. You cannot convince Mary Magdalene that Jesus was not alive, because she did not just see angels. She saw Jesus. She heard. She just kept quiet as everybody say, it's not true. It's true. He said, it's your problem. Your problem. And found it even so, as the woman has said, but him they saw not. Go on. Then he said unto them, O fools, slow of heart to believe all that the prophet have spoken. Go on until the time where the Bible says that he wanted to be going away and they persuaded him. Go on. Go on, keep going. Then he wanted to behave as if he was going. Do you know the meaning of that? Go and study it. It will seem as if prayer is over. It will seem as if worship is over. It will seem as if we should stop this fasting. It will seem as if whatever. He behaved as if he was going. That is the way God does. He will give you the chance to move out. He will give you the chance to be discouraged. He will give you the chance to stop this thing. What is this fasting about? What is this prayer about? What is this fellowship about? But you have the chance. They have to constrain him. They have to say, Jesus, we are here. Something has to happen to us. And the Bible says, abide, they say, abide with us, for it is towards evening, and the day is fast spent. And he went in to tarry with them. The word is tarry. From one person to another, there's a difference. Some of you need 3 years of tarrying. You better listen to me. You better start this thing on time. You better start this thing on time so that you won't be a complainer for the rest of your life. Oroko said, I started from around 2014 and I started fasting every day. He said, as a matter of fact, it was like my intestine was coming out because nothing was working in my life. And I said, until something works, I'm not stopping. He tarried until Jesus began to break bread for Oropo. In the day of his wedding, somebody already built him a house. Not only that, he went to Abuja. Those small guys are billionaires. Lazarus built a place of 180 million naira in 2 months. He told me when he wanted to start building. He said, we are trying to build something, but we want Bishop to help us with something. 180 million naira, that's 180,000 euro. In 2 months. He now bought a Highlander Land Cruiser for his father, Pastor Bimbo. That's apart from what he's doing for so many other people in different places. He has eaten. He said Jesus told him one time, as everybody is going to work, you dress up as if you are going to work and enter. When they are coming back from work, come out from prayer. He said he did it for long. He was saying, but when will this thing be over? When will this thing be over? By the time they have given him the bread to eat, it sows. If it is not sowing, you have not eaten. You are not eating. That's the why I said this thing is for the mature. People who want things to happen. If it is not sowing, you have not eaten. I said, tarry with us. They constrained him. And he went into tarry. If you hold God down, he will stop. Like Abraham. Chapter 18 of the book of Genesis. He asked the angels, come and eat. They ate. After they ate, they opened his eyes. They said, by this time next year, you will have a baby. That's number one. Number two, he said, so then I'm going to want to go and destroy the place. But your brother is there, isn't it? If he did not ask them to come and eat, the two things will not happen. Do you know how to invite Jesus to a dinner? Do you know how to go to dinner with him? Until your eyes are open and your destiny is turned. And he went in to tarry with them. Go on. listen, and it came to pass, as he sat at meat with them, he took bread and blessed it and break it and gave to them. And their eyes were open and they knew him and they vanished. Do you know how many hours it has taken for them to walk to where they were going? When they now got in and said, let him come in with us. You are the one that we host. You are the one that will host him. It will take time. It will take patience. It will take energy. But when they have given you the meal of heaven, your life will change because your eyes will be open.